if you are probating an estate, then you should have the heirs of the estate or the devisees of the estate sign an assent to both the will, if there is one, and your petition to be appointed as the personal representative of the estate. So in Massachusetts, if you're probating the estate, if you go to the state's website, they'll have a checklist for all the things that you need to bring into the court to probate an estate. So if there's a will, you'll hand in a certain series of forms. If there's no will, you fill out other different forms. But in either case, you need to give the court a list of heirs, and this is when there's no will. And if there is a will, you have to give them a list of heirs and devisees. Devisees are people who are given property in a will, and heirs are people who get property through their relationship to the decedent. So for instance, the decedent's spouse or his children or whatever it may be. So the court is going to require you, if you're filing a petition to probate an estate, to notify all of these people. And a certain period of time needs to pass between the time you notify them and when the court will consider allowing the will and probating the estate and appointing the personal representative. However, if you get assents signed by all of these people, by the heirs and the devisees, it will expedite the process because there will be nobody essentially to notify and no delay in moving the process through court and getting everything wrapped up as quickly as possible. So the assent form is available online, and when you go to the state's website and it tells you what forms are needed, it will say that the assent form is optional, so you don't have to do it. And if you don't have an assent, that's okay. It just means that you have to give notice to everybody with an interest, and a certain period of time, whether it's a month or 6 weeks or whatever it's going to be, needs to pass before you can proceed with probating the estate. Okay, so that's what an assent is, and if you're probating an estate and you can get everybody to sign an assent, all of the heirs and all of the devisees, then it will move the process through probate much more quickly.